Open for business, Gunditjmara's new headquarters in Warrnambool officially opened. Helping those in need, Portland Salvation Army branch launches its winter drive. Traffic disruption, a diesel spill spanning kilometres causes mayhem. And in sport, the end of an era, Warrnambool District Football Netball League President Kylie Murphy to step down at the end of the season.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Liam Fitzgerald.
Good evening. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding an incident that occurred in Warrnambool on Thursday, the 3rd of July. It's believed the offender was walking along Fairy Street, Warrnambool, when he threw a glass bottle at the door of a lawyer's office, causing approximately $1,000 worth of damage just before 6 p.m. Investigators have released CCTV vision of a man who may be able to assist with inquiries. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. The state government's drought task force has failed to hit the mark with its latest funding, according to Winslow farmer Bernie Free. Bernie, who has become a respected voice for Southwest farmers, believes many of the areas to benefit from the funding package have already been dealt with or should have been. He pointed to funding for water pipelines, which was already guaranteed, and the Southwest Water Strategy, which the government is legally required to roll out. Bernie believes the Drought Task Force should be pushing the federal government to declare the drought in the southwest a natural disaster.
A small start, a good start, but there's a lot of things in that package that were already in the pipeline, so and they're not new. So, you know, she's really just regurgitating some of the things that have already happened. You know, rate relief at 40% is not nearly enough. It needed to be 100%, and it needed to be guaranteed that it was off farmers' rates.
A year after it was first opened for business, the new Gunditjmara headquarters in Warrnambool was officially opened today. It was a day of celebration with a big crowd turning up at the Hopkins Riverfront facility to mark the occasion. A highlight of the day was a performance from the Coco dancers, with girls and boys performing traditional dances. The day also included the presentation of the Gunditjmara NAIDOC Day Awards. Gunditjmara CEO Danny Chatfield was thrilled with the day and the facility his organisation and the community now has access to.
Facility, mate, yeah, it is unbelievable. Home, back on the river, the Hopkins River, so yeah, great building, great community asset, so yeah, on top of the world. Yeah.
And your role as a leader, mate, you seem to have, really slipped into that and kicking some goals.
Yeah, I've been here coming up 3 years. Look, there's been some challenging times, but again, it's not me, it's the community that really drive everything. So I'm just here to drive the car and steer it in the right direction, I suppose. So yeah, without the community and the staff below, doing the groundwork, and obviously our board who set the strategic planning and stuff. So yeah, again, I'm just here driving the car. So yeah.
Motorists travelling through Colac last night were forced to take detours or seek an alternative route after a diesel spill. According to Colac Fire Brigade, the spill spanned from the Cobden-Stonyford Road through Colac and onto the Geelong-bound lane of the Princes Highway. The incident caused emergency services to register a road hazard alert, urging motorists to drive with extra caution. Crews worked into the night to clear the road before it was deemed safe early this morning. Disturbing CCTV vision released online has put a spotlight on the importance of locking your car, even in your own driveway. The vision shows an unknown offender on a bike actively checking to see cars parked around the Moore Street area in Warrnambool. Wearing a mask and a hoodie, the person slowly scales one car before moving on to the next. It comes just weeks after local police urged the Warrnambool community to be extra careful due to a spike in theft from motor vehicles. Another metal plate has been added to the patchwork that is the surface of the Moyne River Bridge in Gibbs Street, Port Fairy. Moyne Shire Council has repaired a section of the bridge where a large hole emerged over the weekend. Councillors enforced a 20km/h speed limit in place, along with a 15-tonne load limit. While council is chasing federal funding to fix the bridge, it does have a plan B, given the urgency of the matter. Council has taken steps to access the borrowing capacity of up to $10 million to replace the bridge if no other funding is forthcoming. Works on the next stage of the Koroit Streetscape project will not begin until after winter. Moyne Shire Council will hold information sessions in late August with residents and businesses adjacent to the works. The selection of contractors, engineering drawings and working with essential providers are all part of the preparation. The works will include a new bluestone footpath on the south side of the main street, Commercial Road. A claim by the Victorian Government that it has fixed over 211,000 potholes has been refuted by the state opposition. According to member of the South West Coast, Roma Britnell, the government refuses to disclose any level of detail on where its spending on roads is happening. She believes the government was attempting to fool her constituents and was not being truthful.
So the government refused to disclose any level of detail. The Shadow Minister for Rural Roads, Danny O'Brien, my colleague, has asked for a level of detail, and in true Labor government style in Victoria particularly we see these days, no transparency, no information. We're supposed to all just sit and believe every word that comes out of them. I'm sorry to say, their lying mouths.
Over to the Glenelg Shire now, and the Portland Salvation Army is working hard to make sure everyone is warm this winter. The Salvos have started their winter drive, which aims to get members of the public to donate winter warmer items. These include clean blankets, socks, glove, beanies and scarves. Camping equipment, including sleeping bags and small tents, will also be welcome. The winter drive lasts until July 18th, and donations can be left at the main reception at Portland Health. Certainly important to help if you can. The cost of sending children to boarding school continues to rise, with the 11 most expensive schools in the country now carrying fees of more than $80,000 plus each year. And while the prices in schools closest to and in the southwest, in Hamilton, Ballarat and Geelong, are not as high, they do present a cost challenge to working families. Geelong Grammar is the most expensive option at $88,500, while Monterey College in Hamilton comes in as the cheapest at $26,780. Other private boarding schools within 2 hours from Warrnambool include Geelong College, Ballarat Grammar, Hamilton and Alexandra College, Ballarat Clarendon College and St Patrick's College in Ballarat. Flagstaff Hill is set to warm up this weekend for a special event. Warrnambool City Council is hosting its Wool Weekend as part of its push to attract visitors to the city in the heart of winter. The event was held for the first time last year and again will feature wool spinners and felt makers. A real sheep will also be present and will be sheared with some old-time shearers. The action will happen between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Wool spinner Angela Ray said it would be interesting for visitors and locals to have a look at the experience.
Yes, we're looking forward to the weekend. We'll talk to the public about spinning. People are always fascinated by how that process works, especially as we're going to have sheep on site being shorn the traditional way, and then we're going to be combing the wool and spinning it straight from basically the sheep.
Over to the Colac-Otway Shire, community volunteers will play a key role in helping promote the township of Colac. The new Colac Visitor Information Centre is now open, providing a central point for visitors to come to. It's hoped the centre will play a part in marking Colac as a destination rather than a stopover town. The centre is the first step in a vision from locals to open visitors' eyes to what the town has to offer. Signage placed on the outskirts of town spelling out the virtues of Colac are also on the wish list. Finally, Corangamite Shire residents will get the chance to learn about staying comfortable whilst saving money. Council is hosting livable homes workshops conducted by its Climate Change and Emissions Reduction Officer, Prue Liddy. 3 of these sessions will be online, with the other an in-person opportunity. The sessions will help attendees learn how to be as energy efficient as possible. Bookings are being taken at the Corangamite Shire Council website, with sessions to be held in the last week of July. Certainly very helpful right in the thick of winter. We are. That wraps up general news this Wednesday night. Thanks for joining us. We'll take a break, and when we return, I'll have the latest in sport news. This is South West Local News. Back soon. The selectors return tonight at 8 p.m. Special guests include Allensford Senior Footy coach Tim Knoll and Dennington A-grade netball coach Jess Haberfield, plus a selectors exclusive with League President Kylie Murphy joining us in the studio. Then the post-game speech.
Now sadly bald, I say this with every frolic of nostalgia. I've left. Don't do it, mate!
The selectors tonight at 8 p.m. on Fitzmedia Live and Facebook.
SHB Lending's Tony White has developed his customer-first approach over 30 years in the banking and finance industry. That experience allows Tony to provide valuable insights to his clients. Tony is passionate about seeing his clients achieve financial success. SHB Lending helps you manage financial arrangements, guiding you through key life moments. If you're thinking finance, it's simple. Think Tony White, SHB Lending.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off the tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since 49.
DCM Automotive is your local automotive specialist. Based in central Warrnambool, DCM provide a full range of automotive services, from general servicing through to computer diagnostics and fault finding. DCM do it all. Call Daryl today.
Coastline Cut and Core is your only concrete cutting and coring specialist in the southwest. Demolition works, renovation modifications and repairs and maintenance of damaged concrete. Coastline Cut and Core does it all. Contact myself, Harley Higgins, today.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back to Southwest Local News. Thanks for joining us as we move on to some local sports news now. First, in Warrnambool and District Football and Netball, League President Kylie Murphy will step down at the end of the 2025 season. Kylie has been president of the league for the past 6 years and has served on the board for the past 17. She credits the people involved with the clubs and the introduction of live streaming as some of the highlights of her tenure. Speaking to the selectors, Kylie admits that stepping down was an extremely hard decision.
Hard decision to make, but I think after 6 years as president and the overall 17 years, I just felt that I need to give someone else a go and bring in their ideas and opinions and help the league to go further as well.
Got a little bit emotional when you finally said it. It's probably the first time you've actually spoken about this, but when you say it was a hard decision, what made it so hard for you?
Because I love it. I love football, I love netball. I was brought up with it all, but it's more the community. Just going out, and there's so many people that I've met over the years that,
She has been an amazing servant of local football and netball, and you can see more of that interview on tonight's program at 8 p.m. and also on demand on Fitzmedia Live. Warrnambool rider Taylor Ralph will hit the track ready to go after coming off a lengthy break. The FIM Women's Circuit Racing World Championship returns after a 2-month break this weekend for round 3 of the 2025 season. Ralph and her fellow riders will be powering around the Donington Park track in the UK. It has been a strong start to the season by Ralph, who sits in 6th place after the opening 2 rounds. She believes she's picked up speed and has the tools to continue to compete with the best riders in the world. As was the case in last year's inaugural season, Ralph is the only Australian in the field. She's doing very well. In Hampden League footy, the interleague rivalry between the Ballarat and Hampden League continues to be one-sided. On Saturday at Mars Stadium in Ballarat, the home team were 84-point winners in the under-23 game. It was the 3rd year in a row Ballarat has defeated Hampden in this showdown. Hampden didn't go home empty-handed though, with the under-17 boys and under-19 girls both having wins. Hampden presented medals to its best players for the day. Luke Smith was awarded the Richard Nixon Medal for the under-23's best, while Sam Conboy won the under-17's coach's medal, while Ruby Cleaver the under-19 coach's medal. Umpire medals went into Indy Cameron for the under-19s and Hunter Van Sumeren in the under-17s. Finally, the Warrnambool Park Run continues to be a popular form of fitness and fun for participants. The latest instalment took place on Saturday, beginning at Lake Batobe. The run had a big field with 111 people running and walking the course. Interest in the run continues to grow with 9 new members taking part in the event. While the run can be social, it is also an opportunity for athletes to test themselves with 7 personal bests recorded. That is all in sport. It was another dreary day across the region today with showers and a top of 13 degrees in Warrnambool. I'll have the full weather details when we return.
The selectors return tonight at 8 p.m. Special guests include Allensford senior footy coach Tim Knoll and Dennington A-grade netball coach Jess Haberfield, plus a selectors exclusive with League President Kylie Murphy joining us in the studio. Then the post-game speech.
Now sadly bald, I say this with every frolic of nostalgia. I've left. Don't do it, mate.
The selectors tonight at 8 p.m. on Fitzmedia Live and Facebook.
B&B Furniture Plus has moved. The same excellent customer service and specialised knowledge at an even bigger showroom. They have a great range of mobility aids and now stock the popular NHA Life Alarm. B&B Furniture Plus, 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Hi, I'm Roma Britnell and I'm your local Member of State Parliament. Together we can make the South West Coast an even better place to live. But I need you to let me know what's important to you. Only then can I truly understand your aspirations and be the best representative for you. Feel free to drop into my office and share your thoughts with me. I'm also online at romabritnell.com.au or catch me on social media. I'm here to work for you. Let's make it happen and let's make a difference.
Bell's Garden Centre has the largest range of sand and soil products in the southwest. People choose Bell's because you can't buy experience, and Bell's has plenty. With bulk product delivery available across the southwest, for your next project, it's gotta be Bell's.
Pepper's Pizza is now open on Liebig Street, Warrnambool, with a fresh new menu. Pepper's has vegetarian, vegan and gluten-free options available, as well as options for new low-carb pizza bases. Pepper's is still serving up all the classics from pizza through to ribs, chicken wings and a variety of family favourite sides. From their busy commercial kitchen, Pepper's can cater for your next special event. With online ordering now available via their website, ordering couldn't be easier. Pepper's Pizza, open 7 days, 11:30am till late.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. The rain continues on and off for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Let's take a look at the forecast in more detail. First in Port Fairy, cloudy tomorrow with a high chance of showers, up to 15 millimetres forecast in the morning and afternoon. A partly cloudy day on Friday with a high chance of showers, a top of 16. And for Saturday, a medium chance of showers with northwesterly winds, a top of 17 degrees. Inland to Mortlake, cloudy tomorrow with up to 9 millimetres of rain forecast. There is also a chance of snow in places above 900 metres. Partly cloudy on Friday, 14, down to 5 over 9 on Saturday, expecting a top of 15. Across to the Camperdown and Colac area, showers tomorrow with overnight temperatures falling to 5. Cloudy with showers on Friday, a top of 13. And a cloudy day on Saturday, also expecting a top of 15 degrees. It's windy along the coast tomorrow with gusts up to 35 kilometres per hour from the northwest, up to 15 millimetres of rain forecast, most likely in the morning and afternoon. The rain sticks around on Friday with up to 10 millimetres forecast, a top of 15, and a shower or two on Saturday, a top of 15. We can expect a cloudy day in Warrnambool tomorrow with a very high chance of showers, up to 15 millimetres forecast with possible hail in the morning. Partly cloudy on Friday with a very high chance of showers, 15, and for Saturday, partly cloudy again, a top of 17 degrees. Winter has certainly set in. That wraps up Southwest Local News for your Wednesday night. Thanks for choosing us as your source of local news. Remember, our resident football and netball show, The Selectors, will be live tonight from 8 p.m. on Fitzmedia Live and on Facebook. Until I see you again on Friday night, have a great Thursday and good night.